Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm testing out Poundland makeup. This was a requested video for me to do, and at first I was like, not sure because I don't think it'd be that great, but potentially there could be some good products within the Poundland range. I mean, MUA is one of my go-to brands in the drugstore and Superdrug, and they sell quite a lot of things, a few of their things for £1, and they're really good. So I thought, actually, why not? It's all cruelty free, and you know, for people starting off with makeup, or maybe can't afford some of the drugstore prices, and this could actually be, there could be some really good finds here, and could be great for people who are looking for affordable, a really affordable, budget-friendly makeup selection. So like I said, I'm going to be testing out my Poundland. My local Poundland didn't have that much in store, but I've got enough to kind of create a full face and test some products out. Let's get started. Okay, so one of the things I picked up was their foundation. So this is their long lasting foundation. I got mine in the shade Ivory, which is the lightest one I have, but I already know this is going to be too dark for my skin tone, because most drugstore or affordable brands do. Okay, moussey texture in a way. It's weird. So let's put a couple of dots on. See what the coverage is like. What does it say? So it's a natural, long-lasting foundation with a flawless matte finish, enriched with vitamin E and UVA, UVB filters for added protection. So that's nice. Yeah, it's definitely a moussey, which I quite like. Yeah, definitely going to be too dark for me, but that's fine. Let's just see what the formula is like. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques sculpting brush just to buff this in to the skin. I didn't see any primer in the Poundland that I went to. Well, I don't know if they do one, but I'll see. Okay, so that's the foundation buffed in. It's really nice texture on the skin. It is definitely lightweight, definitely a natural finish. You can really see my freckles still through. It's just given a great even skin tone to my skin. Obviously it is definitely the wrong shade for me, as you can see, but like I said, I can find that with a lot of affordable drugstore brands, but I just kind of make it work with bronzer and stuff like that, so it's not a big deal in my eyes. I mean, admittedly this shade range was quite poor, so that's it. I would say it's quite bad, quite a big con actually for the Poundland makeup, but it's definitely, I'd say, an everyday foundation, because you still see my blemishes through, but it has given an even finish to my skin. So if you're starting off with makeup and you don't want to necessarily have a heavy foundation to start with, this is great. I think a really nice natural everyday foundation. I'm just going to add maybe just another bit here and here, just to see what it's like if I attempt to layer it, if it is layerable or not. Okay, so you definitely can layer it. It doesn't get cakey or anything like that. I mean, it has, I don't know if it's added a little bit extra coverage, not really anything special, but it's a nice, like, it's actually a nice foundation. Again, like I said, obviously colour match not so great. I'm going to go with some concealer. This is the Hide and Chic concealer, natural coverage. I have mine in, I think this is the shade Ivory again. Now this is in a stick form, and I'm not a huge fan of stick form concealers. I just find them to be quite hard to blend out and very thick, and especially for under the eyes, it's not kind of what I want, but we're just going to go with it. Yeah, I might just do one at a time because I can feel it's very thick and it might dry quite quickly. So I'm going to use my Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush just to work this out. I mean, it's definitely a much lighter shade than the foundation, so you get a slight highlighting effect. That should help me balance out the skin tone of the foundation, make it look a little bit less. Okay, that's actually blended out really nicely and quite easily. The coverage is okay, it's not like it's I mean, it hasn't done a too bad a job. It's not looking too cakey, I would say. I'd say it's actually surprisingly not looking too cakey. I mean, it's a little bit right in a corner here, but actually in terms of the rest of this bit here, that's not looking too bad. So it's just kind of in the inner corners, it's kind of bunching up, like creasing up a little bit, but it's actually quite nice. Let's see what's right. So I get redness around here, a bit of redness here, and chin obviously. I'd say if you do have blemishes on your chin, don't do what I've just done, just because bacteria will now be on that concealer stick, so I'll have to just give that a quick wipe over that concealer stick if I were to use it again. Let's just see how this goes. I find sometimes with concealers they can start off looking really great, and by the time I finish the makeup it looks completely different. So at the moment it's looking fine. Reasonable coverage. But obviously once I put powder over the top and kind of finish the rest of the makeup, sometimes by that time it can go a little like kind of separated, I find. I would say it does a little bit cling to the dry patches, so around my nose where I get some dry patches it has kind of clung to those areas and slightly emphasising them. Okay, so I'm going to set the not only the concealer part but the entire face as well. This is Smoothly Does It pressed powder. This is in shade Translucent, so super soft matte powder for a shine free finish. So to set the concealer areas, I'm just going to take my setting brush from my crease. Oh, I like this powder, very lightweight. And like I said, I'm just going to set the entire face. I'm going to just go in with my powder brush from Real Techniques and just give it everything, but a very light dusting because I'm not a huge fan of. I have to say that powder looks really nice on the skin. It hasn't made it look dry or cakey. It has mattified slightly, but you can still see that slight. It still hasn't made it like completely matte free, which I like. And then I'm going to go on to bronzer. I got the Good To Go Glow bronzer. This is the bronze shimmer. You could get matte bronzers. I got this in Shimmer Light 3. So I don't, there were a couple of bronzers, so I think they probably were different shades. It's looking maybe a tad orange. I don't know if you can see there is like specks of gold in there, so we'll just have to see how this goes. Foundation in. So it's actually again a nice bronzer. This powder's really lightweight and doesn't look really like chalky on the skin. You know how some powders can kind of cling to those little hairs. This isn't. It looks really pretty. So far face products are going well, which is great. On to a blusher. This is the blusher in Candyfloss 2. So this is a matte one, which I quite like. This is quite a nice soft pink toned blusher, which I thought would be really pretty. That is a nice blusher. Soft, the right amount of pigmentation so you don't look like a clown, but it definitely gives like a flush to the cheeks. Again, like the other powders, really nice and lightweight. I love that. That's really, really pretty. Then I did get a highlighting powder. This is the Good To Glow highlighting powder. I got mine in number 1, Pearl Shimmer. And I have already swatched this because I was slightly concerned that it was going to be a bit dark for my skin tone. Let me do a little. And yeah, when you swatch it on the back of the hand, where is it? It's like there. There's not really much happening. So I'll just have to see how this goes. I'm just going to use my setting brush again just to apply this. I have to say you do get a lot of fallout with these powder products though. Just when you kind of go in, a lot of powder picks up, but it is only £1 after all, so let's have a little go. Oh, actually, that applies much nicer than the swatch did. I mean, that is... It's not an intense glow, no, but you don't always want an intense glow. That's actually really pretty on the skin. I definitely say it's kind of got a pink sheen to it, a little bit. That's actually a really nice highlighter. See, it's kind of... It looks so nice to begin with, and then it just kind of cakes up ever so slightly, which isn't great. But again, it's only £1, so can you really complain too much? Okay, so that's the face bit done. Everything about the concealer, I'd say it's a definite try, maybe. I would, if you're, like I said, starting out or wanting really affordable makeup. So moving on to eyes, I couldn't see any eye products. The stand for the eyebrow section was completely bare, so I've just got in my usual Freedom pomade, so I can't test that out this time. There weren't any eyeshadows that I could see. There's an eyeshadow stick which I picked up here. This is in the shade, I think it was Pearly Shimmer. I've taken off all the plastic bits, and the plastic bits had the names on, which is a bit inconvenient, but I'm sure I can find out. So I think it's called Pearly Shimmer. So it's just a really beautiful kind of cream pearly eyeshadow stick. Like I mentioned earlier, actually, anyway, I do a lot of products that are £1 and they're really good, and actually, like I said, I couldn't see any eyeshadows there, but to be honest, I would just head over to Superdrug and pick up some MUA eyeshadows that are, because these are £1, and I think I mentioned these before. These are incredible. So this is the shade Copper. I'm not going to put it on now, I just want to demonstrate. So do a little swatch, pretty, and then see. So in all honesty, I would just head over to MUA and pick up some of the eyeshadows, because I can tell you now these are going to be great. So okay, so I'm going to take that eyeshadow stick and just, I guess, pop some over the eyes. It's really creamy, I have to say. My finger, in honesty, to blend out, see what it's like. It's a really pretty colour. That's a really pretty, just kind of like pearly shimmer to the eyelids. Like I said, I'll have to see if it kind of how badly it will crease up, because I do have slightly oily eyelids, so stuff like this sometimes can start to, like, you know, sink into the lines kind of thing. So see how it goes. I think actually the texture and formula, this could be really nice as a highlighter. Let me just take a little bit. It's like a cream highlighter. Just literally gonna pop this on the cheek, top cheek bits. Yeah. That is really pretty. So if you wanted that extra glow, and maybe go for this. I definitely recommend using your fingers if you were going to do it though, just because I find cream products works better with the fingers. Yes, maybe you're someone who likes a bit more of a pout to the highlighter. I mean, I think this is beautiful, really nice everyday kind of highlighter, but if you want a bit more extra special something, this works really nicely actually. I like it. Okay, let's not stray too much. Right, I also got a soft Kohl eyeliner for Poundland. This is in the shade. This is a grey shade. Again, I don't know the name. It's all kind of come off from me. Oh, charcoal grey too. There you go. There were a whole bunch of these, but I didn't have. I was going to go black or brown, but actually I don't have a grey in my collection, so that's what it's like. Swatch. Let's see. It's going to be a soft Kohl. Yeah, quite blendable, quite creamy. So actually, what I'm going to do this was I'm just going to run this along the lower lash line. I really like this eyeliner pencil. It's nice and pigmented, but also blendable if you want that soft diffuse look. Like I said, I've got mine in grey, but I'll definitely pick up some blacks and browns and kind of, I think I did a few like purples and greens as well maybe. I think it's really pretty. And yeah, a really nice eyeliner for £1. Okay, I did pick up a liquid liner. This is the Pro liquid liner. I got mine in just the black one. I don't know if they did any other shades, from all honesty. So that's what the wand looks like. It's a bit it's brushes, but it kind of looks a bit wonky. So I have to see how it goes. Ooh, okay. So actually, if I'm just tapping off some of the products so we can see the brush a bit better, it's kind of spiky. Oh, I'm not sure if I like that. We'll see. I have to see how this goes. I mean, it's nice and that was quite easy to do, nice and black, very pigmented to start with. I have to say that worked really well. That was really easy to use. Very pigmented, not streaky. I didn't have that sometimes with eyeliner, you know how it can kind of drag along the skin and create these lines. I didn't find that at all. So if you're someone who's, like I said, starting out and wants to mess around with eyeliner, who hasn't done wing liner, who needs to practice maybe doing wing liner to try and get it right, or you know, whatever, this so far is pretty nice. I mean, I was a bit skeptical because the brush was a bit weird and spiky. The issue is actually me trying to match something even. We know that's not going to happen, so we'll just have to go with it. I always have slight difficulty with this side because the fold at the end here is slightly lower than this side. It's just so sometimes the flick bit in particular gets a bit uneven, but still, like, that's just me, not the eyeliner. So it's a really nice liquid eyeliner, I have to say. For £1 that is actually really nice. Okay, onto mascara. This is the Plump Up the Volume Mascara, waterproof as well. Oh, I wish I picked up. See, oh, okay. Just before I do that, I can tell you the eyeshadow stick is definitely sunken into those fine lines. But if you were to set it with an eyeshadow, maybe use it as an eyeshadow base, like a cream base, that would work really well, I think. Yeah, as I suspected, it has kind of gone into my lines. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this mascara. There's definitely no volume happening here. And it's struggling to kind of coat, oh god. Kind of not really coating the lashes. No, I'm not a fan of that mascara, unfortunately, at all. So that's the eye portion done. Now it's just lips. I've got a couple of lip products. So I've got a lip liner. This is the Pout It Out lip liner. I got it in brown 3. Let's see how this goes. So that's a nice lip liner. I mean, there's not much to say about it. It went on really easily, relatively pigmented. I like it because it's pencil form, so you can resharpen it, so there's plenty of product in there. So I picked up a lipstick. This is all about the Pout Colour Moisture lipstick. I got it in 04 Choca Mocha, which looks like this. So a similar shade to the lip liner, which is kind of the idea. Ooh, that is very pigmented. Cup of tea. So it's a really lovely lipstick. Like it says, it's a moisture lipstick. You can definitely feel that. It's has a very kind of glossy finish. Feels very moisturising, hydrating on the lips. Lovely and pigmented. Probably it's not going to be the most long lasting, but that's because most moisture / glossy lipsticks aren't that long lasting. There tends to be a bit more transfer. Actually, we can do a little test now. Just bought a cup of tea, which is still really hot. But yeah, I get one more lip product to try out. They had these Pout Matters matte lip colours, so kind of like liquid lipstick. So I'm interested to see how this goes. This was in the shade Vintage Rose. I have to say, you have to really wriggle the wand to get product to come out. What I typically go for. This is quite a moussey formula, I have to say, but really comfortable. It's a pretty colour actually. I'm not, like I said, not what I typically go for. It's quite a frosted pink colour. I just want to see. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to see if it like dries matte, and then we can see like kind of what it looks like once if it does fully dry, that is. Okay, so the liquid lipstick has dried down a bit, quite a bit actually. It's not so moussey in the lips, still really comfortable. It does still give a little bit of transfer. I mean, the tea's still quite hot, so I won't do that. Like, so you can still get some on there, but I just think it's actually really comfortable on the lips, and actually for £1, you know what, it's really not that bad at all. But yeah, that was me. That is all the products that I picked up from Poundland to try out and test do like a first impressions on. I have to say, overall I'm relatively impressed with the products. I have to say my two definite won't use again products are the mascara. There was just no point to it, in all honesty. Did nothing. I'm sure, like I said, anyway, probably do mascaras. That's £1, maybe a tad more, but maximum what, £3 probably. That'll work much better. And then the mascara, the concealer. No, it started off so nicely, like I said, it looked really lovely, but it's definitely, it just looks so cakey now. It's kind of slightly separated on my nose as well, really clung to the dry patches around my nose as well, like that, and under the eyes it just looks a bit too heavy. Everything else I was actually relatively impressed with. Obviously the foundation is too dark for me, but to be honest, I do have in a mascara lightening drops that I can add in to make it my right shade, so that's not a big issue. And I could have bronzed up my neck a bit more, or I could go in with more of a highlighting concealer to kind of, you know, balance everything out, so that's not a big issue at all. Liquid eyeliner was great if you're definitely someone who's trying out liquid liner for the first time, maybe struggles with wing liners, just wants to practice. For £1, that's actually really good, really pigmented, really easy to use. And like I said, if you're practicing, then why not just go for it, get a couple of those, and you can just kind of mess around with them, kind of thing. The other eyeliner was really nice. I have to say, out of all the products, the powder products were probably my favourite, just because they were so lightweight, not chalky or powdery on the skin. I mean, when, like I said, when you kind of put your brush into the product, it does kind of kick back a little bit, but I'm really not that bothered by it at all. So like, the pressed powder was really nice on the skin. I think it did add a little bit of colour to the skin, so it's not completely translucent, so that's something to bear in mind, but I really liked it. Like I said, obviously the concealer has caked up, so it's hard to tell what the powder's like under my eyes, but for the rest of the skin it looked really nice. Bronzer really nice, not too orange for my skin tone. There is a little bit of shimmer to it, so if you're someone who doesn't like shimmer, maybe try out the matte bronzer. Blusher again, really beautiful, kind of everyday natural blusher, really easy to use, beautiful flush to the cheeks. And the highlighter as well, definitely, like I said, maybe if you want like a proper, that's not the highlighter, this is, if you want something that's a real glow to the skin, then maybe use the eyeshadow stick instead. But this is a really pretty highlighter nonetheless, a really nice natural finish to the skin. There's a little bit of shimmer to it, but a lot less than the bronzer, so it's definitely more of a sheen, which is kind of my favourite highlighters to go for anyway. But yeah, but I really hope you enjoyed this video, maybe found it helpful in some way. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.